Okay.
Yeah, today we're going to learn the halacha of a Koton. We already covered the shoita. So if the Koton could be mitzaref the minyan or the zimun. So it starts from the beginning, the Mishnah of Megillah, Daf Yud Beis. The Mishnah says, "Hako ksherin likros Megillah, chutz micheres shoita v'Koton." So everybody could read the Megillah except cheres shoita v'Koton. And then Rabbi Yehuda machshir b'Koton. Rabbi Yehuda says, Koton he could read the Megillah. So it looks from here that Rabbi Yehuda has a leniency l'gabe Koton. No, the question is, anywhere else, it says many places that Koton he cannot be mitzaref minyan or all the other inyanim with l'gabe Torah. Rabbi Yehuda is not choylek over there. How come he's machshir over here? The Tosfos explained that since the Mikra Megillah is drabanon, and the Koton is also mitzuvah likra Megillah midrabanon, so come drabanon and moitzi drabanon. So that's what. And Chachamim that they say it's Koton cannot read the Megillah to others. They hold that the adult have one rabbanon, the Mikra Megillah mid rabbanon. Yes, two rabbanon. The rabbanon of chinuch and the rabbanon of Mikra Megillah. So it cannot be two rabbanon moitzi one rabbanon. Akoponim l'gava Mikra Megillah, Rabbi Yehuda machshir the Koton should could read the Megillah. Now, what l'gava mitzaref him leminyan or zimun? So it's a Gemara in Brochus, Daf Mem Zayin Amud Beis. No, it starts before. It starts from the Mishnah at the beginning of Perek Shvi, Mem Hey Amud Aleph. Noshim va'avodim, that's the end of the Mishnah. Noshim va'avodim uktanim and mezamnim aleim. It says clearly over here that women, slaves and minors before bar mitzvah, we don't make zimun on them. Then comes the Gemara and Daf Mem Zayin Amud Beis, Omar Rav Yosi, and there is a Gisa Rav Asi. That's an Amora, not a Tan. Omar Rav Asi. Koton amutal ba'ariso mezamnin olam. Gabat zimun, Rav Asi says, even is a baby in a crib, you could mitzaref him to zimun. Then the Gemara questioned Rav Asi from the Mishnah we just read, but now Noshim Avodim and Mezamnim Alayim. So the Gemara ends as who? The Rav Asi, the Omer Rabbi Shua ben Levi. The Omer Rabbi Shua ben Levi. Abba Bishomru Koton Amutal Baris and Mezamnin Olav. The Mishnah says you cannot mitzaref Koton to zimun. Aval Oisim Ois a sniff lasora. Meaning zimun of 3 you cannot mitzaref Koton. But of 10 you could mitzaref him. And the reason for it, because it doesn't, the 10 it could blend in. It doesn't. It's not so noticeable. By 3, 2 and 1, it's noticeable. But there's 9 and 1. It's not noticeable. And kol be'asora shchinta shario memele, we could mitzaref Koton lezimun. Then there is a whole debate over there. What kind of Koton we're talking about? La halacha. Then here's what the Daf Mem Ches. The Gemara concludes. There's different Gemaras over there. Elo ki ho de Omar Rav Nachman. Koton ayodeh lumim mevorchin mezamnin olav. Meaning like this. We don't go like a Shua ben Levi, Koton in a crib, you could mitzaref him lezimun. But a Koton that is, somebody is already older Koton. There's different opinions, 6 or 9, but he already knows what the bench is, and knows what the Hashem is, he knows what the zimun is. Rav Nachman says you could mitzaref him to zimun. So according to this, we see like this. According to Rabbi Yehuda, Koton could read the Megillah. According to Rav Nachman, Koton could be mitzaref lezimun as long as he's a little bit knows how to daven or to who to daven. So what Lamaisa would do with this la halacha? So like this, it comes out that boils down la halacha that the Tur in Siman Kuf Tzadik Tes brings a lot of opinion of many Goinim and Rishonim that could say it's okay to mitzaref a Koton, and then he brings many. They say you cannot mitzaref them. So la halacha, the Bes Yosef paskin like this. I'm skipping the whole masa of matan. There's many opinions. How could you mitzaref? When? What? I'm skipping all of this. La halacha. Here's what the Bes Yosef brings la halacha. That's kuf tzadik tes. Yeah. Well, in halacha, Keman Sharif v'Rambam maskimim l'deya achad. That's his shita. If we Rif and Rambam saying one thing, he paskins like them usually. Neketinam. How can neketinam? Aval be. So according to them, that how he passes Shulchan Aruch also in Kuf Tzadik Tes Halacha Yud, the Shulchan Aruch passes Koton sheyigia le'oina sapuutos v'yodaya l'mim mevorchin. Again, that's a different opinions whether it's 6-year-old, 9-year-old, or in between. As long as the idea is he knows already what a bench is, he passes mezamnin olav u'mitztaref. You could make him a tziruf ben l'shloish or ben la'asora. According to Rabbi Shua ben Levi, is only to asora you could mitzaref him, only for 10, not for 3. He passes Rav Nachman whether for zimun with 3. Or zimun with 10, you could mitzaref a Koton. That's how the Mechaber Paskin, following the Rambam and the Rif. Now, many, like I said, disagree with him, and the Ramah on this halacha says like this: V'yesh omrim The end mitzarfin also klal actually ben shlosh shana the oz machazin le godol shevi steisaris. If you're ready bar mitzvah, then we could mitzaref him. V'chen no yhagim ve'en l'shanis. The Ramo is a very, very strong language. That's the minhag. We're not mitzaref a koton. Ve'en l'shanis. Sometimes the Ramo comes strong and there's don't change the minhag. So comes out l'maisa by the Sfaradim, the follow the mechaber. They could mitzaref a koton l'zimun. And whether it's zimun of 3 or zimun of 10, according to the Ramo, absolutely not. Ve'en l'shanis, he says. Now, it's interesting. Okay, so we cover it like this. We got a mikra Megillah, Rabbi Yehuda Matir, most poskim paskin over there, like Tanakama, that a Koton cannot read the Megillah. Lagabe Zimun, the Mechaber paskin, you could mitzaref a Koton that knows to who you're benching already, knows to say bench. You could mitzaref a Koton to the Zimun Shlesh or Asora. According to Rama, absolutely not. Now, what Lagabe Tefillah? So it's interesting. By Tefillah, the Mechaber and the Rama, they flip exactly. They say the opposite things. By Tefillah, but in Siman Nun Hey, it's brought over there. I'm going to go straight to the Shulchan Aruch. In Siman Nun Hey, Halacha Dalet. Yesh matirin loymar dover shebekdusha betisha betziruf koton. Okay, again, that was the opinion of Bishop Ben Levi. Shu yosem ben shesh ve'edel levim mispalalim. Like I said, the guy with this Indian shesh, there's some saying it's 9, but again, if he knows already levim mispalim, according to Mechaber, yesh matirim that you could mitzaref him. That even what we said, what you call the Gdola Aposkim, the Rambam and the Rif, that he paskin like them, it was only the Gabba Zimun, not the Gabba Tfilam. Yeah, so Memela, according to him, Zimun and Birkas Amos and Zimun, you could matzaref akot, according to Mechaber. Tfilah, you cannot matzaref him, b'shum oif and not, unless it's bar mitzvah. Come the Ramah over there. Vafilu, he says, you can mitzaref, afilu the chumash shebiyodo en letzarfoi. There's some opinion says if you have a chumash, something, you have a sefer Torah in his hands, you can mitzaref, he says, no, en mitzaref. Then he says, miu, yesh no yhagin lehokel b'shas atchak. So the Ramah, b'shas atchak, by tefillah, he says, you could mitzaref a koton.
Always shas atchak. If you're using it, it's shas atchak.
Not necessarily. Let's say you could wait for a minyan 10 minutes later, but he says, no, I have a koton, I could mitzaref. No, it says only b'shas atchak, when you mamash have no choice. So the choira, it's mamash reverse. By Birkas Hamazon, the Ramah has a strong language. Don't change the meaning. He warns you, but don't change. Don't mitzaref a koton. Oviri says, if Birkas Hamazon, you cannot mitzaref. How much more tefillah? That's what the whole svara was of the Beis Yosef. Tefillah is more serious. We need the minyan. So, and some talk is saying that doichek to masber pshat in the Ramah that he didn't mean l'maisa you could mitzaref him because of the svara of the Beis Yosef. But MSC is it's very posh the svara. And by the way, more than that's what you said. Shas atchak. By davening shayas shas atchak. I have no minyan. I want a minyan. By Zimun, there's no shas atchak. There's no chiyuv to eat 10 people, 3 people. It's not shas atchak. So that's why Ramo said by davening shas atchak you could. There's many soymech and many gdoila aposkim arishonim agoyim. You could mitzaref soymech and Rabbi Ben Levi and Rav Nachman and the Gemara. You could mitzaref a koton if you have no choice. You could mitzaref a koton. Birkas Hamazon is not shas atchak, so don't mitzaref him. So then Salamaisa comes out like this. According, if you could mitzaref a koton, when you could you mitzaref him? So it comes out like this by davening. According to the Ramah, b'shas atchak, and that's what the Alter Rebbe, the different Lashonas. The Mishnah Berurah says, Lamaisa, that the minhag is not to, many saying the minhag is not to. The Alter Rebbe's Lashon is, it doesn't say you could, the Lashon of the Ramah, b'shas atchak, you could mitzaref. Somebody, soymech, and it says, and limches b'yodam. That's also the Alter Rebbe. If he's banking on this somebody, doesn't mean, again, it's only shas atchak, they cannot get minyan together. So, and limches b'yodam, he says. So come, there's the Ramah, there's the Alter Rebbe. Okay, and it says, shas atchak, you could mitzaref a koton. According to the Sfaradim, you can never mitzaref a koton for davening. By Zimun, it's exactly reverse. According to Mechaber, lechatchila, you could mitzaref a koton for Zimun, as long as you know lemim mevorchim, he knows, he's a little bit already knows, davening and bracha. So you can mitzaref a koton with Zimun 3 or 10. And according to Ramah, b'shum oifen not mitzaref a koton with Zimun, as we explained, it's not shaykh shas atchak by Zimun. So that's the conclusion of the koton. All right.